Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So today we're going to talk about a topic that's that kind of sucks, and that is lawn care. Before Hurricane Harvey, I did all the lawn care on this on the lawn myself. But after that, my lawnmower flooded, most of my lawn equipment flooded, and just kind of everything that I had to do it with flooded. So I just got a gardener, and I've just been doing that since. But a gardener brings up a bunch of issues. One of those being security. I don't like having to open my side gate for him. I have a big dog. There's some nitpicky things that I don't like that the gardener does. So since it's causing an issue, I'm just going to start doing it myself again. So I hate pushing the lawn. I hate the noise. I hate everything. But one of the things that I realized I could address was the lawnmower itself. So I had initially looked at getting a riding lawnmower, but my yard is just not big enough for that, and that's just being super lazy. So the next best thing was to get a power-propelled lawnmower. And let me show you what I got. So here it is right here. This is the Ego 21-inch cordless mower. Now I did a whole bunch of research, and this seemed to be the best battery powered mower. It's supposed to give up to 60 minutes of runtime, and I just watched a bunch of reviews. You can store it upright and it's compact, and you know, I just like battery things. I mean, hell, I have solar panels on this truck. If it works correctly, I mean, if it really works as well as a gas powered unit, it would give you a ton of advantages over the gas. I mean, the biggest being you don't have to buy gas, which is a pain in the ass because, you know, you have to buy it, you have to fill it up, you always overfill it. And then with the gas comes starting it, choke, is it too cold, do you have to change the oil, is the filter clogged? There's just all kinds of stuff that you have to do with mowers. And the biggest thing that I've always done with mowers is just not do any maintenance on them and then just run them until they break. And by doing that, you can actually use a mower for a very, very long time. But that's kind of dumb, and I just do that to get away with the maintenance. And because I usually do that, I typically buy a cheap mower. Like my last one was a really cheap mower, but this is more of an investment. This Ego here, this isn't cheap. This was about 600 bucks. Got it at Home Depot. Let's check it out. First thing I will say is it has a very well constructed box. So here it is. Here's the unboxing kinda. The main thing I wanted to get out right now is the battery charger and the battery, which are right here. So here it is in the box. As you can see, this is kind of the form factor it folds up into, and it seems pretty small, decently small. Now it does have like a headlight and some other weird stuff that most lawnmowers don't have, but this is supposed to be decently quiet so you can run it even at night or even in the evening hours, which is one of the big things that also made me interested in a battery one, because you obviously wouldn't have to mow in the direct sunlight. You can do it when the sun goes down a little bit and it's not as hot. It does look like it has to be extended out all the way though. It doesn't have like, wait, maybe it does. Like adjustments? Nope, I think it's all or nothing. Okay. There's a little dial there that shows you how far it needs to come out to latch. All right, here's the battery. Let's check this guy out. It's not as heavy as I thought it was gonna be. All right, so let's plug this guy in and see what kind of power it's drawing and how charged it comes. This is that cooling style AC I was telling you guys about. I had set up my test bench on this one, and this one actually works better, but the way it disperses the air is like blah, and that makes it not work as well, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's plug this guy in, turn on my inverter. So it does have a fan that engages. And let's check here. We're pulling what, 250 watts, 260, 280, 290, 400. So it looks like it leveled off to around 200 watts. So this is probably something that's going to vary depending on how depleted the battery is, I would assume, but yet it's at 25% and that's all it's using. So I'll have to look at the specs and see how much power. 550 watts is the max. So there you go. And it does have provisions so you can drill this to put it on a wall and hang it up. That would probably be nice. That's probably what I'll do. This is decently heavy. It's not, I mean, obviously I can lift it up with one hand, but it's not light. All right, looks like we are done charging. It's at 100%. Check my solar. Putting 67 watts in, and it looks like the battery's at 13.5 volts, meaning that didn't take much power at all. It claimed it was at 25%, but I find that hard to believe because it charged pretty quickly. But let's get this in the mower and let's check it out. Push, click. All right, looks like it's in. And from what I understand, this is an IP65 or 2 or something like that. It can get wet, like, so you can mow wet grass. And I think you can hose it off and stuff. I'll look at it in the instructions, but that's what my understanding is. And we can set the height here. Another thing about this one that's kind of nice is it has one little thing to set the height. Most of them have one for like every wheel. I really never understood that. Is there ever a time where you want to cut one wheel higher than the other? I can't see any reason anyone would ever do that, but it can just go on its own. The real question here, is this mower strong enough to carry me around? And one way to find out. Look at that progress. So far, I mean, it works just like any other lawnmower. It doesn't feel like it's lacking power or anything like that. It just feels like a lawnmower, honestly. And this is on its fastest setting. It doesn't really go super fast, but it goes like I feel like the correct speed. Not too fast, not too slow. Not really disappointed with its speed at all. So let's get this done. There we go, all done. Beautiful job. So I have to say that this is, I mean, it works just like any other lawnmower I've ever had. Pretty much. I mean, there's no, there was nothing unique or different about using it. It has this variable speed, so you can make it go different speeds, but it would be nice if you can do it just on this, because you have to adjust the speeds here. It'd be nice if this was a speed control, but this is just on and off. It's like a turbo car. All right, and then when this is done, it's supposed to fold down really easily. Let me show you how. Kick these guys out, push this thing down. I think you can click them back in, get out of the way. This thing releases, and that goes forward. I was gonna say, I was hoping they were smart and allowed access to the battery while this is down, and they did. So we can unclick the battery. All right, there it is, nice, easy folding. And check this out. Boom. Folds up just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Like no difficulties. And another note is I'm mulching. It comes with the mulching thing, so that's what I'm doing. But now here's the moment of truth. How much battery did that take? According to it itself, at least. So according to this, the battery was around 25%. I don't know if the blinking means it's below 25% or what, but it did everything I needed it to do. So I guess we'll have to do some more testing to see if I can do, like how much I can do and still have enough battery left to do other stuff. But that's gonna be it for now. That is the Ego 56 volts lawnmower, power propelled. I think it's pretty cool. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who doesn't like gas lawnmowers, like don't want to deal with the maintenance and the fuel and all that. As far as like savings, it's really hard to say. Like it just depends on how you value your time and the convenience. But as far as like electricity costs, it's pretty much like going to be at zero. It's just going to cost you a few dimes or something like that. So you can compare the fuel price to essentially zero, but you know, fuel's not all that expensive for a little lawnmower either. But it is gross, it's smelly, it's loud. So those are some other huge advantages, and that's the main reason I went with it. And they're just a convenience. So anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the pavement. Rubber escorts like I'm seeking arrangement. Push the gas, escalate the gauges, escalate hits on the cam girls.